Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome. Give me y'all time to tap in. Welcome. Um, Hot summer. We're approaching the end of July. July is getting ready to end. I feel like it just started. School's about to start for the kiddos next month. Time is flying and it's getting hotter. Get your
Crazy.
life right. Because if it's hot up here, then it's hot down there. No pun intended.
Yo, listen, it's crazy hot out here, so I feel you.
It is hot. Uh, PEB in the chat. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was
Hey,
just throwing that
Sean.
up. You feel me, Sean, in the building. Let's get it
Hey,
cracking. You know what I'm talking about? You feel me?
Yeah. It is hot. I hope everybody had a great weekend.
Man, listen, I cleaned my carpets, went and did a bunch of shopping. Uh, for my why is T-Pain at Raw?
I have no clue.
I did a bunch of shopping for my daughter. Her birthday is the 29th.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be nice little pool party. We finna go Yankee, but I had
Oh,
to
shit, little Leo.
man. And
Oh,
she finna be listen, Keeks, I'm old, right? So she finna be 13. I got a teenager now. I am spooked. You know what I'm saying? I'm
middle
spooked.
school.
Sean
She
said,
in
"Yeah, California heat wave, and yeah, it's hot. Yeah, and I know Sean, you in the desert, so I know you niggas cooking, boy. I'm in the
It's,
bay, and I'm
we in the heat
complaining.
wave too. Ours, that's why I said today it was 115. It's
That's
hot in the
crazy.
house. The air is on, but it's hot.
Yeah, I feel that, man. I feel that. Well, hey, listen. We got a lot of stuff to get into. You know, a lot of dope shit, a lot of hot shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what Cardi said, right?
Yeah. But before we get started, I just want to let y'all know. Y'all heard what my quarterback said today. He said he
Uh-oh.
not doing no 10 interceptions this year. I'm trying to tell. I'm gonna stick beside him. I'm sticking beside my quarterback. So y'all heard what he said.
My
I
man's
don't have no jokes.
I feel him. He came out there and made a statement. And I'm sure he gonna stand on that motherfucker. You feel me? But I'm like, ugh, Dak, why you gotta put that energy out there, bro? Like,
He just letting y'all know. I mean, people want to
yeah.
form super teams just to stop a quarterback with one ankle and stuff like that. Like,
Yo,
yeah, we just letting you know. So then,
I feel
D
that.
dot, don't come in here with that. Don't come in here with that. Don't come in here with that. No negative
Uh-oh.
energy. No negative energy. So
Yeah, I don't want him to get hurt.
I'm
That's a
just,
little rough.
he
But
he built for tough.
13 interceptions. I'm calling it.
I don't appreciate y'all. I'm gonna stick beside Dakota. I'm gonna stick beside you, okay? I'm a ride or die. I'll stick
Listen.
beside you.
Listen, I gotta stick beside my team. We gotta see what J Lo gonna do. You know what I'm saying? First year starting quarterback, Aaron Rodgers all the way out the way. You know what I'm saying? He going through the hard knocks. Cody had hard times. He going through hard knocks. But nah, Packers, we finna go up, man. It's gonna be sneaky good, dog. Don't play. Don't play. We still in it. Look, listen, y'all. Listen. Cowboys, Packers rivalry. I don't think that's gonna end.
He said he throwing 20 picks.
I don't know about that. That's a lot. That's excessive. But I mean, if you want to insult somebody, let's throw it out there. Let's go. Let's go crazy.
Oh my god. But y'all, we gonna get into some Dynamite
Yeah.
Collision,
Yeah.
Rampage,
Yeah.
Battle of the Bells.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give y'all the scoop of what's going on AAA because I know y'all been DMing me and I said tune in to this show because I'm gonna give it to you in street form. I know everybody listens to Lucha Blog and he is informative, but he be going around the bush sometimes. We be like, bro, just say it. Like, don't tiptoe around it, just say it. So I'm gonna just say it. He was
Just give me the meat and potatoes, dog.
tiptoeing around the bullshit. I'm gonna just say it, okay? So we're gonna get into that and we're gonna get into the Owen Hart tournament and things like this. So we gonna what the hell done popped up on her? No. Cancel. Ah!
That's hilarious.
No.
You good? Now I'm hearing clicking sound.
Okay.
Boom.
Oh, because it was trying to shut off the computer to upload. I'm like, no, not right now.
It's a yo, we got some updates.
Right, no.
Yo.
Sorry about that, y'all. Technical difficulties. Someone was trying to upload and you need to upload right now, okay? But yeah, we're gonna get into that. So hold on, we're gonna get into so shout out to the colliders. If you a collider in the chat, and if you for Dynamite or if you for both, get in the chat because
So it's colliders, and then if you Dynamite, then what y'all call?
the elite.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, I'm sorry. Y'all not even in the group. I'm like, dang. I thought y'all was gonna have like a special name. You feel me? My bad. I'm sorry. Okay. The eliters, you feel me? Or the elitists, right? The elitists. You feel me? And the colliders, you feel me? I'm still trying to decide. You know what I'm talking about? I need somebody to sway me their direction.
But we gonna get into it, y'all. So we gonna start it off. Remember, Graham, just keep up with the tallies. I know a lot of people ain't on here yet, but they will. So get on with the tallies to see what was the better show of the week. Okay.
All right.
So
I'm ready.
Yeah. Let me get my notes. So okay, so the opener. Let me move my stuff right here. Okay, so the opener for that. Hey Eddie. The opener for Dynamite and Collision. So Dynamite, it popped off with my GOAT, Chris Jericho versus Commander. And then also on Collision, it popped off with the tag team 2 out of 3 falls. Bullet Club versus FTR for the AEW Tag Team Championship. It started off with those openers. Now, Commander and Chris Jericho, it was a great match. It wasn't fantastic. It wasn't bad. It was great to his speed. He showed that he's still able to, keep up with luchador style. He's familiar with it. He's been in Mexico. He's been in CMLL. And he's wrestled in WCW against Eddie, Rey, the whole nine. Okay, so he's familiar with it. Commander showed off his skills some more, people was rooting for Jericho, of course, the hometown hero. Even though that's not his hood, but it's still Canada. Right. Chris Jericho, Canada. So can't go wrong with that. And then but Commander, with his moves, he ended up winning the crowd over too. So it takes for the AEW fans, we got to enjoy the actual match to see who we rooting for and stuff like that. So that's just how it go. Not Commander, but Chris Jericho ended up winning. He did the Lion Heart. Because he didn't do the Wall Street.
Lion Tamer.
The Lion Tamer, yeah. He did the Lion Tamer on him and he ended up tapping. So he won by submission. And then, of course, on Collision, the 2 out of 3 falls, that was a great, great tag match. Probably one of the top 5 tag matches of 2023. Bullet Club Gold. Shout out to Jay White. Jay White throughout that whole match was incredible. Juice was incredible. FTR, they killing me with this. Brett don't love y'all like that. Brett don't love y'all like that. I don't. Mm-hmm. It was too much Brett moves going on. He don't like y'all like that. But it was still a cute match. And stuff like that. Huh?
Eddie says Jericho was in CMLL.
I believe he did a year. I want to say a year or two. I know it wasn't AAA, but he did win.
Let's double check. Huh? I'm gonna check.
Yeah, he did one of those tournaments in Mexico, and he won the tournament in Mexico.
Yes, in CMLL, Jericho took on Silver King, Ultimo Dragon, and Negro Casas en route to an 11-month something. Yeah, but he did his thing.
Eddie James said, I thought Jay White was being buried. We don't really use that term loosely on this show because that's not buried, doesn't mean anything like that. So no, Jay White wasn't getting buried at all. He's not buried at all. Actually, he's the king of Collision, to be honest. Bullet Club Gold, in my opinion. They're the kings of Collision. It was CM Punk supposed to be the king of Collision, but so far it's Bullet Club Gold. Mostly Jay White.
They're definitely the most entertaining act
Yeah.
on Collision. And you know what? Like, and that's a testament to how good Jay White is. And then also, like, Collision has allowed for Juice to shine. Like, when he's had an opportunity on Rampage or on Dynamite, it's usually to put somebody over. But like, he's really getting to flush out his character and all that. So it's dope.
Yeah. So it was a great match between the two. So if you're in the chat, if you like Dynamite's opener or you like Collision's opener, just put it in the chat so that way he can keep count of it. So we can get our tallies going, okay?
See, Emmanuel says FTR and the Bang Bang Gang put on a classic for the second week in a row.
Bang Bang Gang? That's childish.
That's what they call themselves. That's the Bang Bang Gang.
Or what he called Dax Fuzzy Wuzzy.
Yeah, Fuzzy Wuzzy Bear.
Yeah, Fuzzy Wuzzy Bear.
Match was crazy though. I was not expecting that match to go an hour.
Yeah.
Also wasn't expecting it to be that good. Like, I mean, like I knew it would be good, but they was cooking. Oh my God.
And my thing is with FTR, they was trying to win with these 80s style ass moves. And I'm like, bro, Jay White has been in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
That is not, you trying to win off of a suplex? That's not going to work.
Mm-hmm.
Random ass.
Oh yeah, that he tried to do the brain buster and he kind of over rotated a little bit. But yeah, like I think that's a testament to like how they were trying to build the match as far as showing like over time all of their bodies just started like breaking down on them. Like they started tripping, you know what I'm saying? They wasn't able to like do moves as cleanly, you know what I mean? So I don't know, like I feel like they put this match together really well. It was like a battle tested type of thing because by the end of it they looked like they was really whooped, like they was spent. Like it was dope.
There's no telling it. I think I probably know where FTR is going to go as far as like their Knicks. Because when whoever wins the blind eliminator tag tournament goes against them, and I have an estimate on who I think is going to be. So, but I'm gonna keep going. Next after that, let me get into because on Dynamite as well. While we're at it, Don Callis did end up coming after Chris Jericho's Commanders match, just to remind Jericho of how way back that they were. They was back in '95. Just running down the history with that. Just letting them know, like in 1995, we was tagged. We was together, we was bros and stuff like that. So that happened, and Jericho still haven't made up his mind. So he might be joining him, and it will be a great addition, honestly. But that's probably what it's leading to. So that also happened after the match. But like I said, put your D's up or put your C's up in the comments. So after that, we had on Dynamite, it was the Blonde Eliminator tag match. It was Darby Allin and Orange Cassidy versus Sammy Guevara and Daniel Garcia. And then also on Collision, they last minute added this match to Collision. It was Kings of the Black Throne. That's what they're calling each other when it's just the two. Versus local talent Armedia Spencer and Randy Myers. Just to show these two, because I believe Buddy Murphy is out, but they didn't give an estimated time. So he might have sprained something, probably just bruised something. I don't think it's anything major. He's just probably out for like a week or two, something like that. So they have this going. Now the Blonde Eliminator tag match, it was really good. Once again, Sammy Guevara and Darby Allin, and also Orange Cassidy and Daniel Garcia. Now I want to put my emphasis on Daniel Garcia because he was very, very technical in this match. He was really, really good throughout this entire match. All four of them was really good. This was another good tag match if you paid attention to it. Then of course, additional interference happened. Swerve came out and knocked out Darby Allin, and then that's how Sammy and Daniel picked up the win, and they're moving on in the Blind Eliminator tag tournament. So Orange and Darby ended up losing, so they are eliminated. But it's also building the story with Darby and Swerve. So, because I believe Orange Cassidy, they're probably going to start putting Orange Cassidy on Collision, if I'm not mistaken. So, which will be interesting.
Very much, yeah. They got a lot into this this tag match, this blind eliminator match with these four, because you got to see the dynamic of what's happening with Swerve with the interference and his story with Darby, and then also like the difference between Sammy Guevara and Daniel Garcia, because like Sammy's like he's shaking hands with him after the match. He's trying to show his respect. He's still trying to like show that he's a good guy and try to, you know what I'm saying, like change the narrative around himself.
Yeah, he's trying to be a baby face.
And then but Daniel Garcia ain't on none of that. So like
he's
so you're gonna
see stuff all,
exactly. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to get his dance off. You know what I mean? You know how that guy be. He be
Garcia's just been, and Garcia's just dancing amok right here. He's dancing amok.
I want to say he got a fire ass theme song. I don't know who raps that or whatever. The little, New York shit.
Yeah, I like that theme. I don't know who does it. I'll find out.
Yeah. It sounds like something I heard at the club or something randomly. Like you randomly at the club and it's just on. You just, oh, okay. And then like I said, the House of Black or whatever they want to call themselves right now. They just another like squash match, but it also built up because Andrade ended up coming out, and they teased that they have the mask. He came out in his cane and stuff like that, looking gangsta on his gangsta shit.
Turn up.
Yeah, like I'm coming out. Y'all not gonna, break me down. So we know this probably hinting that Roosh is coming back. So yeah. So we gonna get this party started because we know how Roosh get down. Roosh is a dangerous. He ain't nothing to play with. So,
Chat, let's get your votes on this second segment here with the Blind Eliminator match and the tag match with the Kings of the Black Throne. Which was better, Dynamite or Collision here?
Okay. Hey, Legendary Savage.
But you know.
Also, so we're gonna move on to that now. Keep in mind because Collision had less matches due to Battle of the Belts. So Dynamite had an extra match over them. So there was another blind eliminator tag match. But first, I'm gonna get into the segment. It was MJF and Adam Cole. They played All Access together. Just bonding, being bromance. It gave like a 2000s teen movie cliche and going on, but it was fun. It was, it was entertaining. We could say that. And then following, they was talking about the shirt. He wanted him to wear the shirt, and Adam said he would wear the shirt and all this goofy shit. And after that, it was the match. Also I want to say Britt Baker and his boy.
Roger Strong.
Yeah, Roger Strong was like, you getting too attached to him, especially Britt. She was just like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you don't hang with him?
He was like, Britt, I would never do that. I was like, yo, she on your ass, boy.
We own it. Like, yeah, own it. So we had that because it's gonna be so heartwarming when they cross each other and stuff like this. So that's we know that's the downfall. We just don't know who is gonna be who. What if it be a plot twist as Adam Cole,
Yeah,
so,
and they mentioned it here too. Like Adam Cole was like, I had every intention to just knock you out. and MJF was like, oh, you, me too. Like, you know what I'm saying? But they bonded over that. So I thought that was interesting. That was pretty dope. It's been good.
Right. So that, and then after that, it led to the tournament, which was MJF and Adam Cole versus Big Bill and Brian Cage. And this was actually good, and Big Bill was amazing in this match. He just looks great. Him, like I've been saying, him being in AEW was really, really good for him. Brian Cage was good paired up with them. I think these two needs to be part of the tag team division together. Get him out of Mongol and just bond Big Bill and Brian Cage together. Because Brian Cage solo, it doesn't work. And it's kind of hard to make a big man work without some type of manager, without some type of something. So them two being in the tag team division, just beating up everybody, being bullies, that would work.
I like it.
I wouldn't, just put them on Collision and let's see how that works.
I like it.
So do that. Wouldn't be surprised if Cole turn on.
What this guy say? If MJF turn face, I doubt it.
I can see them trying to do that.
They leaned into it a little bit last year, then they didn't want to pull the trigger,
Mm-hmm.
Drip says, I'd rather them be the champs than FTR at this point. What do you think about that?
He
MJF
hates
and Adam
FTR.
Cole?
You talking about I don't think it's going to be them. I think it's going to be Daniel Garcia and Sammy Guevara, only because that's probably going to be the moment where one of them turn on the other.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it'll be them versus FTR.
Oh, so you think maybe that Adam Cole,
because we got to get ready for All In.
Yeah, so you think maybe Adam Cole and MJF are going to lose this week on Dynamite to Sammy and Daniel? Okay, cool.
Probably so. Or they win and then it happens at All In because FTR was a part of MJF's faction, the Pinnacles.
That's true. That is true.
Keep that in mind too, y'all. So things are brewing. Things are brewing. So MJF and Adam Cole, they end up winning. Big Bill and Brian Cage are eliminated from the match. So we have MJF.
This was a sports entertainment match, Keeks.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Unfortunately, it was.
That's interesting. Malik is thinking of Cena and HBK when he sees Cole and MJF.
FTR is not going to drop it to no MJF and Adam Cole, I don't think.
I don't think so either.
They're not going to do that. So, but they probably will win this week, and then it will happen at All In. Because after All In, you got to get ready for All Out.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes sense it happened at All In, and then All Out, it would end up being Adam Cole versus MJF. Adam Cole becomes the champion. Confetti.
Everywhere.
Okay, so then we're gonna go to the main event. Main event time. On Dynamite, it was Swerve Strickland versus Nick Wayne, and then also on Collision, it was the finals for the men's Owen Cup tournament. Ricky Starks versus CM Punk. Dynamite, great match between Swerve and Nick Wayne. This was Nick Wayne's first official match in AEW. Right call was made. It builds onto the story between Swerve and Darby. Because Swerve attacked Darby earlier on that day, and also, he beat up his mans. Nick Wayne was out, but great performance by Nick Wayne. He's only 18. One of the futures of wrestling. So, yeah.
They put out that list of like all the the banned moves and things that like they gotta just get permission for or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I immediately thought of the Swerve and Nick Wayne match because he got that Poison Rana off, and the Poison Rana was on that list of like, yo, you got to get this approved because somebody else might be doing it later, or somebody might have, earlier tonight. We're not trying to have too many people doing too many of the same types of moves. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like, I immediately thought of that, and I was like, well, that's the last time we're gonna get a Poison Rana. We're just doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta check in first. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, for several. Like so if y'all don't know, AEW uploaded the new health. They had a meeting, the network, and it's a new health. A new health thing. It was a different things that they can't do. Most of them it applies to MJF. That shit that was mostly him. So he got to figure out what he got to do. And then there was certain moves that they have to ask permission. Safety precautions. We want to keep our wrestlers safe. We don't want no more incidents in regards to the crowd because that shit was bad intention for our champion to be doing that. So the network finally stepped in and was just like, okay, something's got to give.
Yeah.
We can't,
and like, also the network finna give them a bunch of more fucking money. So like, like certain rules and guidelines gonna have to change as we grow and expand this business. You know what I'm saying? So it's dope. I'm rocking with it, but I do have one question though, because one of these things in here says, I'm just actually gonna read this little section. Faking seizures. Okay, that's Bryan Daniels, so you can't do that shit no more. But this part, spitting, blood in the crowd, i.e. no bleeding while in the crowd and no throwing bloody gear, tape, or other objects in the crowd, weapons, projectiles, taking drinks or food from guests in the crowd, physical contact with the crowd, i.e. Wrestler holding opponent and allowing fan to chop them. So like with that whole section, does that effectively put an end to the anarchy in the arena match, or like can they find another way to do? Because that match, like they be everywhere. It'd be a lot going on.
Yeah, that's one of the ones that they probably have to like. They put emphasis. I forgot who it was, but they said if they do an anarchy match, it only has to be probably like once out of the year type shit.
Well, yeah, they only do it once a year. They only done it at Double or Nothing.
Unless they just end up doing stadium stampedes.
I mean, hey, we still got the stadium.
Yeah,
like it ain't going nowhere. Why not?
Stampedes now.
Hey, that means we're not gonna get Moxley in none of those matches because he said he ain't doing that shit.
So they like the only one that's bleeding, I guess, is Moxley. We know Moxley's gonna bleed, but everybody else gotta have permission to bleed.
Yeah, pretty much. There we go. Okay, cool. So got it.
So so we got that. Also on Collision, it was the finals of Ricky Starks versus CM Punk. I will have to be honest, this match was not great. And it wasn't Ricky Starks' fault, it was Phillips' fault. Okay. Ricky Starks could only do so much. I feel how I feel about Ricky Starks in ring wise. He's great. I feel like he could be better. But yeah, he did only what he could do. Phil was just, it was a hard watch. He was trying to keep up.
Yeah, it was a little clunky.
It was just all over the place. It wasn't crisp. It wasn't clean. It was very, very sloppy. It was a sloppy mess. Ricky Starks could have just went against Samoa Joe. To be honest, if that would have been a better match. But yeah, now the win, however, was interesting because I knew Ricky Starks might be turning heel. I've been saying it. I just, they kind of hinted it at that match because he won. He held on to the ropes, got his cheat in, and then, he wanted to disrespect the GOAT, Jushin. You know what I'm saying? He came out to give him the trophy. Now, if you was wondering why Jushin was there, because in Japan, Jushin and Owen Hart was a rivalry in Japan. So it just makes sense to have him out there just to give Ricky Starks the trophy, but Ricky Starks snatched it out of his hand and kept on walking. And now Ricky Starks probably it was probably a work, but he pissed off Japan. And I was thinking, I was saying, I didn't know what they was saying, but they was tweeting it. They ain't like it, so he pissed off a whole continent.
Whole continent's crazy. being disrespectful.
You pissed off the entire Japan, Ricky Stark. So whatever you do, don't go to New Japan, okay? Because you pissed them off. Like I seen what's the name tweet? Sonata.
Oh.
Sonata didn't like it. Like it was so many that didn't like it. They did not like that. So
that's good. That's good for Ricky though.
Yeah,
because this heel turn could put him in position to have a match with Sonata, or like even they go over there for a minute, have an excursion after the G1 over, take a month or two, and what I'm saying, go kick it at New Japan Strong or something. What I'm saying, really start throwing hands with some people.
Eddie Jen said,
Eddie,
yeah, that's a great question. For wrestling on both ends, yes,
100%.
Up until football season come in, okay, then they'll be like, oh, okay, but
nah, because that's in what, September, so it's like I don't think this strike is gonna be over in a month.
No, that's what I'm saying. The networks need wrestling for right now into real sports, because TNT got hockey, and then basketball, and then Fox is dependent on football right now. So when football come on, they're like, oh, we don't give a fuck what y'all do, because y'all tricked us any fucking way. Okay? So we don't care. Until real sports. And then when real sports is over, then yes. But for now, yes. Wrestling, we need y'all to do what y'all need to do. That's why, they both ends kind of coming a little hard, but in a way. But yeah, they was like
some money coming. They better come hard. Pause.
Right. We come on, y'all gotta come with it. We need more shows with wrestling. Y'all gotta come with it, because we strike. We praying that the production don't go on strike. Okay, so yeah, we need to do what you do. Do what you do. And then that they gonna try to be tricky and try to be like, any wrestlers are interested in acting.
Yeah, they should, because they're not unionized, so they're gonna need somebody to come in and do something.
That's the one thing I know. They probably like, thank you, wrestlers don't fucking have no union yet.
Shit, they got New Day on the weakest link tonight.
See,
so you're gonna see a lot more of like wrestlers on game shows, popping up on little reality shows and like different little places like that don't require like unscripted content. So yeah, you're gonna get another season of All Access. TNT probably like, yo, can we get that, start filming now so we can have that ready for fall? Like they're definitely gonna need some more content from AEW. And then if not, like, wasn't they talking about doing a show for Darby and like his stunts and all that, like whatever?
Yeah, and then they also want more pay-per-views.
There you go. So they add that on, or they throw us some more like TNT specials or something like that, Yeah, we're gonna need to fill this little programming slate for real.
That MJF guy, he said he wants to be an actor, right?
Right.
Tell him to come this way. Come.
Right.
God damn it, come on.
Yo, Malik said, Zeus, it's your time.
Right. Shout out to Zeus and Tubi. Like, get your Tubi's account. They gonna start charging $9.99 now in September, but it's worth it. I'm telling you, it's so horrible, but it's so good. Like, you got thugs doing the Matrix good. Like, that's how good it is. It's so impossibly good. Y'all watch Fast and Furious. Y'all like Tubi?
That's crazy. Let's see. All right, let's get your votes for this main event. Dynamite or Collision? Are we going with Nick Wayne and Swerve? We going with Ricky and Punk?
All right, while y'all deciding, I'm gonna just skim through Rampage for y'all, and also Battle of the Bells. And then y'all know how I do women business. It'll be women business, okay? So Rampage, you had Naturally Limitless versus Cool Ad, Hang, and Big Head, Huge Head, Daddy Magic. Brother Rhodes and Keith Lee they're paired up. And if you don't know, because this is Dustin's last year of wrestling, and I think he wanted Keith Lee to be part of it. So there you have it, okay, y'all. That's what that is, okay. I know y'all want to see Keith Lee more on the solo end, but that let him fulfill for his friend, okay. Just let him do that, and then he'll get back to what y'all want, okay. I promise. But that's all it is. That's all it is. So after that, you had Lance Archer, welcome back, Big Daddy Lance, versus Trent Beretta. I love Trent Beretta, workhorse. I love Lance. So yeah, Lance Archer, a man. Lance Archer ended up taking a win on that. And then you also had Takeshita versus Mantello from Canada also. Shut up. Takeshita beat him up so bad he had to calm himself down. It was funny. It was crazy. Of course, Don Callis was there. So that's what you have on Rampage. And let me let me go on to Battle of the Belts. Battle of the Belts, you had Orange Cassidy versus Lance Archer. It was for the All Atlantic Championship match. Orange took the win. I know people didn't like how it happened, the ending, but it was part of the in-ring storytelling. I think it was a little bit of miscommunication on it. But yeah, that's what was supposed to happen. Orange Cassidy was selling a hand injury. Like I've been saying on Twitter, he's probably one of the best in-ring storyteller in 2023. In-ring, not, the gotta read a book to y'all. The in-ring, okay? And then, of course, you had Luchasaurus and Christian, the real TNT champion, versus Shawn Spears. Shawn Spears has a new intro with the chair and stuff like that, giving his smoke and his lights and all of that. New approach, on some Dark Lord shit.
That's actually his old entrance. Like, they gave that back to him. Like, that was okay. Like, he had that like when he was feuding with Cody, like he was doing it then.
Oh yeah.
And then they stopped doing it. Yeah, I mean, well, he went home, so it don't matter. He had a baby, you know what I'm saying? Well, he didn't have a baby.
Yeah, he did.
His wife had a baby. I'm just saying.
Oh.
Is he the chairman again?
Yes. Shawn Spears the chairman, yes. I remember I seen him in the indie show and he was doing it. But not the entrance, but the chairman shit. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so that Battle of the Belts happened or whatever. Now Battle of the Belts, they just trying to get that out the way because last year they, it was in contract on when they was gonna do it, but because Collision started, they still gotta fulfill that part, so they just got that out of the way. So don't take Battle of the Belts a little too seriously this year. They just trying to get it out the way because now we have Collision, okay? So they might end up doing that like as a pay-per-view. They might, something like that.
I was gonna ask your opinion on that. Like, do they stop doing Battle of the Belts, or do they like reposition it, or maybe that's what they can do with like Max, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all need some more programming. Boom, put this on your streaming service. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Let's go crazy.
Yeah. So that's all that is. Usually Jade is the queen of Battle of the Belts. So yeah, I guess you can say that's what made Battle of the Belts was Jade Cargill. So you can say that. You can say that because we looked for her at Battle of the Belts. So it was kind of weird not having her for Battle of the Belts. So
that's true.
I'll give her that. All right. So we're going to get into women business. If you were a man in the comment, you shut up and you raise your hand and I will call on you. Okay. So women business.
This is what you need to do. You need to stay out of women business.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to stay out of women business, man. Put your pride to the side and let the ladies speak on this behalf, okay? Now on Dynamite, it was the Owen Hart semifinals women's tournament. It was Sky Blue versus Ruby Soho. Now, y'all know for weeks I was saying Ruby, this was for Sky Blue. But Ruby Soho ended up picking the win. And I was just like, that was a shocker to me because I thought this was going to probably build up for Sky Blue. But then looking at the match, I don't know if her game was off just a little bit. But Ruby Soho is the right call. You gotta at least have a little bit here. It probably wouldn't have made sense if it was a face versus a face and stuff like that for this tournament. But Ruby Soho picked up the win for Dynamite, and also on Rampage, one of the matches on Rampage, it was Taya Valkyrie versus another Izzy McQueen. It was something. It wasn't long. It was like a job match because they was adding a women's match to Battle of the Belts, and that's when Toni Storm came out. And Toni Storm was just like, "I done beat up everybody here," and Taya was like, "You beat everybody but me. You ain't never even wrestled me before. You've been dodging me." Actually, that's what she really wanted to say. So, Taya was like, "I will challenge you for the AEW Women's title at Battle of the Bells." So that set that up. And then also on Rampage, which was the main event, Black Women Bidness, it was Willow Nightingale versus the ROH Women's Champion, Athena. We were supposed to have it last Collision, but Willow Nightingale wasn't clear to wrestle last Saturday. So she was clear for this match for the finals for the Women's Owens Cup tournament. Great match between the two. They delivered like I knew they would. And I can't wait to see them wrestle again. They got great chemistry in the win. Athena is a seller. Willow is a seller. Just hard-hitting matches between two beautiful Black women in the ring. It was beautiful to see. In their main event, the match, I saw a lot of love on Twitter. I like seeing that. They deserve that, their moment. Great match between the two. The best match that was on Rampage, to be honest with you. So you had that. And then, of course, at the Battle of the Belts, you had Toni Storm versus Taya Valkyrie. Now, it was a little weather miscommunication, and we ended up not seeing the win. Toni Storm ended up winning the match, even though we didn't see it. But I think this is leading to something for Taya Valkyrie, because Taya Valkyrie has been booked like crazy since she's been in AEW. Like, she's been booked. She's been booked. She's been booked. She's been booked. So, okay, so she's been booked. She's been booked. So, but I want to get to the finale of the Owens Women's Owens tournament. Which was on Collision. That was the finals. It was Ruby Soho versus Willow Nightingale. And beautiful moment happened. We have our first Black woman to win the Owens Cup finals. It was Willow Nightingale. And like I tried to tell y'all, she was just the transitional champion for the New Japan Strong. And I knew Tony was going to make it up. Like, listen, do this, and I got you. And that's what ended up happening. So Willow Nightingale, now it was a great match between the two. Ruby Soho and Willow was really great. And I seen people was disappointed because they did want Ruby to finally win something big. But be patient, because I feel like they got something for Ruby. Ruby is going to come for that women's championship. That's who's going to get that belt next. Okay, so they just hold on. Ruby's going to have her moment. Ruby's going to have her time. And I think she's going to be the one to take it from Toni Storm. I think that's what they're going to lead to, because Ruby, if you haven't been noticed, Ruby been taking the pinfalls. Okay? And it's going to be a point in time she's going to be sick and tired of just being somebody's coattail or being somebody's sideline. So it's going to happen eventually. So I feel like that's Ruby Soho gonna get her. She's gonna get her just due. Just be patient. It's coming, okay, y'all? Because I saw some people wanted her to win, and it was just mixed reactions. Some people wanted Willow, some people wanted Ruby, but right call was made. Willow Nightingale ended up winning the Owen Hart tournament. She had the trophy or whatever. So that is women business, and I didn't have a women business other week because, like like I said, this week, all the ladies did really, really great. This was a great week for women business for AEW. All of the matches delivered. They all did extremely well. Y'all all should be proud of yourselves. And we enjoyed women business this week. Like, it wasn't really a flaw to me this week, besides the fucking weather. But that's it. Like, I can't be mad at the weather. I can't go against God, okay? So, that's the only thing. But besides that, women business was on point this week, 100% across the board. Shout out to the women business, shout out to the ladies, and keep supporting AEW women division, because it's leading off. Like I said, 2023 has been a great year for them, and they're just progressing. Like, they finally got their feet. Like, they're finally finding what makes them different. They finally standing out on their own. So shout out to them. Again, we have 2 black winners of the Owen Hart tournament. Now y'all know Owen Hart was he was in Nation of Domination, right? Y'all know he was in Nation of Domination. So be black and be proud. Willow Nightingale and Ricky Starks won the tournament. Both of them much deserving. Congrats to them. I know I've been hard on Ricky Starks, giving hard criticism, but I am happy for him for winning this, getting his just due. Y'all been complaining so much. When is Ricky gonna get his? He's starting to get his. We just figuring out the character, but I feel like it's the heel turn is what he needs the most. And just please stop training with Cody Rhodes. Okay, that's all we ask. Find another trainer. Willow Nightingale, she's been phenomenal. She's had a great run so far in 2023. And so it was already announced that it's going to be her versus Athena at ROH pay-per-view coming up, Death Before Dishonor. And like I said last week, I feel like Willow is going to win, and just so they can bring Athena back to the main roster at AEW just in time for All In, because them the people at Stardom been calling Athena out as of lately. So I don't know what's gonna go on, but they adding Athena to the main card. So it's gonna go down. So make sure y'all tune in on Friday to support them, Death Before Dishonor. Okay, so that's what I want to say. I also want to speak on Phil though. I don't want to say wrap it up, but maybe you don't have to do this anymore, bro. And then on top of that, as I was looking at the match, what's with the doing the Bret Hart shit at an Owen Hart tournament? Like, the Owen Hart tournament didn't really dedicate nothing to Owen Hart. To be honest, the women did, but the men didn't. They was doing Bret Hart stuff. They should have had Kenny or somebody to be in the tournament, because I was looking for the Owen Hart like homage. None of you guys did it.
Outside of like promos and like that, they really didn't put too much of an emphasis on it. I know Ruby came out there with the Time for a Change jacket on Saturday. That was dope.
Yeah, the women
CM Punk did do the Piles Driver, which was Owen's original finish.
He didn't do it right. He didn't do it right. He didn't do it right.
You wasn't gonna like it anyway.
No, I knew what he was trying to do. I'm like, no, that's not how he did it. So I'm not even gonna count it.
I thought the Piles Driver was good. But I'm a Phil fan. So.
I blame Phil. I do too. I blame them too, because they always trying to do that Bret Hart shit. I'm like, y'all, if this is an Owen Hart tournament, do some Owen Hart shit, please. A little, not a lot. This is not the Bret Hart tournament. This is the Owen Hart tournament. If you like Owen that much, why are you talking about Bret right now?
I don't know, man.
Shout out to Martha Owen, though. She came out there looking lovely, in her white and her cowboy hat, and honoring the winners. You can see her glow. You can see her, she's at peace and she was smiling. And, just kudos to AEW for making sure that they honor what she wants to do in her light, in her choice, in her way. So, and what's most important, that it goes towards the Owen Hart Foundation. That's the most important part. It's not about tribalism. It's not about, this person did wrong. This person is about the foundation. So as long as Martha Hart is happy, that's all that fucking matters. If she's happy, that's all that matters. Her and them kids, that's it. And name that shall not be named, son was there. Looked just like him. You couldn't miss him because he looked just like him. So he was out there, and FTR was hey buddying him and all of this other stuff. And I'm like, CM Punk talking to him and stuff like that. I'm like, do you know who his godfather is? They don't like you like that.
Yeah, ain't his godfather supposed to have been training him for the past 10 years?
Jericho?
Yeah.
Possibly.
That's what they said.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they say. Bruh's 30 and they still talking about when he gets to start wrestling. I'm not trying to hate on him.
Maybe he was like, you know what? Because they're gonna expect him, and then they might treat. That's too much.
He did that interview with dude 2 years ago and was like, "Yeah, I want to wrestle as Chris Benoit Jr." I'm like, "Come on, guys! Not you doing too much. Just be you." No, I'm trying to restore the. No, don't try to restore the feeling. No, no.
Even though name that shall not be named was a fantastic wrestler, great wrestler. Yes, he was. You can't deny it. Mm-hmm. I mean, you see it in the present day, the influence wrestling wise. I'm putting emphasis on it. Yes, you cannot deny that. But that other shit, that's why he's named that shall not be named. I don't say it. I just name this shit. It's like Voldemort. I'm not gonna say it.
I'm rolling with you now. My bad.
Yeah, name the shit. The name is
he shall not be named. Yeah, for sure. I'm with you.
It's bad when that girl tweeted talking about he wasn't even that good, and it was like everybody was just like, now we gotta defend him, and I don't want to. Yeah. But just he was.
Lil bro ain't never did nothing, but he just spooky. Because you look like it's not your fault.
Walk around with a missing tooth is crazy.
It's not your fault, but
he walked around with a missing tooth. That's you crazy. Mm-hmm. But yeah.
Regardless, though.
I don't. That boy needs to drop.
This one. Sean said he needs to drop one in the name. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think. Maybe he changed his mind on the wrestling because he has been saying he wants to wrestle for it's been 10 years.
It's been a minute.
And they treating him like he still a teenager. So I'm like, he is damn near 30.
Yeah.
He a grown ass man. Grown ass man. Got a ass man. But yeah, so what I was about to say? Was I about to say anything?
We could talk about what some grown ass man is about to be doing.
We gotta get into AAA. We gotta get into AAA. I'm sorry, I forgot about the AAA because the DM. I got DMs and mentions to break down or what's going on. Okay, so I saw AAA. I was disappointed in what I saw. The shit was so chaotic. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Penta. I can't believe I got a shout out to QT, Vikingo, and Kenny Omega. Those four saved the damn pay-per-view. And the Luchadoras in the pre-show. They did a great job. It was a great opener. They shouldn't be on the pre-show. I hate that shit. But it's Mexico. They only can do what they do. But yeah, Luchadors did amazing. They was amazing. Make sure you look at the pre-show if you look at AAA. I know y'all thirsty and y'all like women. The Luchadors are some bad women. They bad. Okay? They bad. They can wrestle too. Yeah, man. So it was announced today, Rey Fenix vacating his titles, the Latin American Championship and the Cruiserweight Championship. He's vacating and he's leaving AAA. We already know it's a possibility Penta is following suit too. If you don't know what's going on in AAA, I'll put it down to you because Lucha Blog, shout out to him though. Make sure you follow him because he is very, he keeps you on your P's and Q's when it comes to what's going on in AAA and CMLL because most of us were not able to see it because, USA don't have their same sites and stuff like that. So I keep up with it from him as far as like the cards before the pay-per-view because we can see the pay-per-view because it'd be on Fight TVs, but we just can't see like the regular shit. So make sure you follow Lucha Blog. But I know because, he's one of those that do get paid from the brands, but he be going around the bush with shit. I'm not going to go around the bush with shit. What's going on? So basically what's going on, let's put it like this. If make sure you sit down, you got your wine and your stuff, okay? Because I'm going to tell you what's going on. So, boom, okay? Conan gets hired in AAA, right? And this was like he's been there almost a good hot minute. I ain't even gonna give y'all no false year. He been there for a minute, okay? Part of the creative and booking, okay? So, boom. Conan gets there. They hire him because it's just like, oh, it's Conan. And then plus Rey Mysterio put the word in, like, yeah, he legit, because that's his friend. Doing what friends do. You know what I'm saying? You get your people higher. You know what I'm saying? So Rey Mysterio put the word in and whatever. They hire him. Oh, okay. He's been here. He know the business. He can help us. Which he was doing. I would say like a good year or two. Yes. And then, Trips had NXT. Trips was going on this whole wrestling imperialism, that's what I call it. When he was going to Mexico and then you try to start an NXT Mexico and NXT UK and shit like that. So, boom. Mexico. I don't like Conan, but he's a sucker. I can manipulate him, okay? He puts it in his ear like, hey, if you do this and this and this and this, I'm going to get you a job at the E, because that's what Conan really wants. Conan really wants to be like the vocal person for Latinos in wrestling. Like he wants to be the Don Juan of Mexicans of wrestling. Like I can get you to this place, to this place, to this place. Like that's what he really wants to be. Like he wants to be looked at as if he's Eddie Guerrero, but without the wrestling. That's what he wants to be looked at. So his idea and in his mind, like, I'm going to do this so I can show them that I am really good at this creativity and I'm a good booker. You get your talents like Lucha Brothers, Psycho Clown, like Dralistico, Dragon Lee, Laredo Kid. Like you have a Baby Apache was there. You had great talent there. So Lucha Brothers, genius idea though. So Lucha Brothers go be at AAA. Lucha Brothers, y'all, they made their names everywhere. So they sign them. They part of AEW. They give Lucha Brothers the tag belt. It puts eyes on the U.S. viewers because the U.S. viewers drew more in 2021 than it ever did before. That's when people started to fully like, okay, I'm going to start watching these Tríplemanias because you had an AEW wrestlers part of Tríplemania. Most importantly, it was Lucha Brothers because Lucha Brothers put like this is AAA type shit. Like they was the faces of AAA, even though Psycho Clown is the face of it. But as far as the US is concerned, they know who Lucha Brothers are. So you get Lucha Brothers, right? they get the tag titles. They're showing the tag titles in AEW, blase. They getting viewers out. Triple H also starting getting eye out down there to see who can I get for NXT, who can I get, because WWE is still trying to find an Eddie Guerrero in WWE, so, or find that next Mexican or Latino wrestler. So he got his eyes down there. Tony has his eyes down there. So Conan really wants the WWE job. So, boom, fast forward, the booking is horrible. The talent is not happy at AAA. The first person to kind of pop it off was Fabi Apache when she left and went to CMLL. That shit was a shocker because I thought she was just going to stay. She was going to hold it down because her and Maricela, they like this. They cool. But she left, and I knew she was going to leave once she had to drop the title to Deonna Purrazzo. Dropped the match against Deonna. That was probably the last straw for her. So she ends up leaving. She go to CMLL. Then boom, you hear Bandito leaves. Then boom, you hear Roosh leave. But Roosh leave with a bang. Him and his daddy left with a bang. So then they lose Dragon Lee, but that's not who Trips really wanted. But you get them. So they just like, damn it, they got Dragon Lee. It didn't really make no noise because when you heard the nastiness of it behind it, he kind of manipulated that to get that sign because everybody knows that the brothers do not negotiate without their father. And that pissed the daddy off. So that's why Daddy and Roosh left how they did. Dragon Lee is gone. Rey Fenix is gone. Penta is probably 1 foot in, 1 foot out because Penta is the ace. Mind you, Penta lost to QT, so that's probably the drawing point right there. He's 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Psycho Clown is getting too old for this shit. He's like, I am too old for this shit. I'm tired. Black Tyra's trying to figure out who all over there. Who all gonna be there.
Right, it's like a cookout. Like he ain't coming unless he got about 3-4 partners there.
Right, who all gonna be there? He don't know. He's just like, I'm trying to see who all gonna be there because the thing is, AAA. This is basically like, just say if on WWE, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, AJ Styles, Randy Orton, Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, just say that they all just left WWE because they was unhappy. That's basically what's happening at AAA. Like their top stars are leaving, or their top stars are denying bookings. They're doing CMLL bookings behind their backs and shit like that. Like it's a lot of shit going on because they're not happy with the booking because Conan is booking shit like shit right now. Like, like y'all know he went on that whole little rant a little bit shitting on Tony because that's probably what he was told to do, or he probably thought, I'm gonna start shitting on Tony too so I can get that WWE job just for Triple H to fuck him like he did Bobby Fish. Triple H is the master manipulator. Like he can talk, like I always say, he can talk a water out of a well type shit. If you give me this, I give you this. And folks fall for it every fucking time. Bobby Fish fell for it. Conan fell for it. Like, you not getting no job here at WWE. Nobody like you. Vince do not like you. You lucky we let you even talk for Rey Mysterio. They didn't even want him to do that. They don't like you like that. So no, Conan is what he thinks he is, but who he think he is really Alex at AEW. Alex looks out for the actual luchadors. Like because we know that they can't speak English thoroughly, and he helps them with their contract negotiations. He's helped, he's helped Bandito. He's, helped Vikingo. Like Vikingo is 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He didn't even want to give him the title. He never wanted to give him the title. Conan is the one that told Vikingo that he will never be Rey Fenix. He told him that he wasn't good enough. And look at him now. the politics got Vikingo that championship because his grandfather family, they wasn't playing with this one, like, and the fans was behind him. So it's just like, this is the right move to make. But he's 1 foot in, 1 foot out too. So they leaving, they can leave. What they gonna do? That's basically how luchadors are. Like, what the fuck you gonna do? Like, I'm leaving. Y'all don't even got no money. What the fuck? So they leaving right now. So that's what's happening. Like, your top stars are taking it amongst themselves to do it themselves. That's what's going on down there in Mexico. Like, they're basically like, fuck you, fuck Conan. Rey Fenix really wanted to say that, but he didn't. But that's why he said, I'll come back soon. But either he go or I'm going. That's what they're doing. Like, you're Maricela, I don't know what you're doing, but if you're not seeing what's going on, you about to lose your family company. Like, well, they're not going to go nowhere, but it was 2021. It was getting to the point where people was starting to take it seriously as New Japan. And then you're doing shit like this. Now it's back to the stereotype. And that's what, you know, they was trying so hard to get out of the stereotype. They want to be just as serious or looked at as seriously as New Japan. And then you got this man that's just doing anything that he wants to do because he feel like he can, because Maricela ain't putting her foot down. You got to put your foot down, sis, and get rid of him or threaten him or something. He's sabotaging the company. And he's been a problem for years. It's not even a current thing. It's a reoccurring thing. And they taking it on their own hands. They leaving.
Didn't Conan get punched up a couple years ago out there? Like, who?
Yes.
Like I seen there was a fight where he like.
It's a reoccurring thing. Like, I don't know what T Conan got on them or something, but he is the problem. He's the problem. So that's what's going on down there in AAA. It may be some more stuff that I probably can't even talk about, so I'm not going to do that. But as far as I know, the Conan situation, that's what's going on down there. So that's why all these talents are leaving and stuff like that. So wasn't it? Yep. It sounded like it was.
Yep. Nah, that's what it was. Yep. It was funk. It was funk in broad daylight. Hands and feet.
And you know what? The fucked up thing that he did to Psychosis. I'm sorry.
Yo.
No, I'm sorry.
She popped up.
Yes. You know what's fucked up? Psychosis lost a hair versus hair match last year. See, it's shit like that. So, yeah. Right, baby.
He said, I'm going to get my leg back.
Right. So, yeah. So, that's what's going on in Mexico. So, I'm pretty certain Penta is going to follow his brother, too. Like, I'm leaving, but Penta still have this, like, the world see me get my name solidified at AAA. So, I don't want to just say fuck them right now, but at the same time, it's like, you got me losing to QT Marshall.
Oh,
even though the match was good, but still.
So let me ask you this, because Emmanuel had a cool comment right here. He says QT told Hobbs that he would fight the toughest man to prove to him his word is his bond. Then bro went to Mexico and went to war with Penta. Do you think we'll get a follow up with that? I like that
because Penta did beat him. Penta did beat Hobbs.
I like that. Yep, that's true.
Thank you, Emmanuel, for saying that, because Penta show did beat Hobbs at a Rampage.
That makes sense.
Look at you. Look at y'all. Okay. I like that. But yes, I like that. But the match that y'all should watch is, of course, Kenny versus Vikingo. Now, before that, it was the press conference. You know, they always have the press conference before Tríplemania, and Don Callis got attacked. It's not funny.
It ain't funny, but it is. You want to throw to it? I'll play it.
Yeah, play.
Get him! Hey, get them! No! What, Conan!
Look at this. Conan just standing there.
Conan!
And bro in the back. Look in the corner.
Hey.
He pulled him down too hard.
Try to hit Cuz with a Russian leg sweep.
He
What's
showed,
up?
I don't know what he was trying to do, but they were trying to say like, no, that was security. That wasn't security. It wasn't a fan. Supposedly it was supposed to be like an extra, but I guess he thought that they was really trying to fight or something. I don't know.
He didn't know Don Callis was a part of the thing.
Yeah, he thought Don Callis was not part of the thing or something like that. He was.
I don't know, man. You the only white man over here, bro.
Right.
I don't know. You're like Takeshita, like he ain't
And you're
Mexican,
hitting on
but
Kenny. We love him out here.
Right.
The line for Kenny to meet and greet, that shit was sold. That was long. Like they was happy to see Kenny Omega. Like he was signing autographs. Like they said it was like 3 hours.
That's crazy.
So he's loved out there. So, but yeah, so that's what's going on Tríplemania. But I'ma still try to watch and see if it will progress. But that shit was some garbage. Like that was terrible. It was so chaotic. It was they had Laredo Kid jobbing like he ought to be arrested. That's a war crime. Okay. But yeah,
Dang.
so who was the better card, Graham? Who ended up, what did the fans, what did the people's choice?
The people's choice. The people said Dynamite takes the win for the second week in a row.
Oh, Dynamite 2 times. Say it 2 times. Okay.
Salute to all the elitists. You know what I'm saying? Y'all did the
Elite
thing.
gang. Elite. It's because of that damn CM Punk match.
Yeah.
It has to be. Yeah, it's that damn CM Punk.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. But you
like
know,
the fuse.
Like the fuse. Hey, look, this week we got Blood and Guts. We got Blood and Guts. Pac is back.
Tupac's
Kota,
back.
yeah, right. There you go. Tupac back. You know what I'm saying? Kota Ibushi gonna make his debut. Like we finna eat good this week, Keeks. It's finna be a
bunch of wrestling going on.
It's finna be a banger. Let me go.
Whole lot of wrestling. Just whole lot of wrestling.
Yeah, man. Look at that right there. You feel me? Elite Gang, Golden Boys, you feel me? And the Blackpool Combat Club at Pac, because you know we gotta have some type of Blackpool connection.
Look at you two getting ready to take a pinfall.
Yo.
You to know he already on go. Yeah, I already know. But I'm gonna get some licks in though.
Nah, yeah, you finna go up.
Yeah, so
this finna be who you think gonna win? They gotta give it to the Elite. Like, there's no way, like, right? Because you feel me, like, you're not gonna bring Kota in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna bring Kota in. Like, Pac, like, you really work here. You've been here since day one. Like, you be all right.
Unless they doing something for All In, but it probably won't involve all of them. But yeah, we'll see. We'll just have to see. We'll have to see. And then they also announced that it's going to be the Rampage Royale. You know, the 2 match.
Yep, Royal Rampage. Yep, they're gonna do that.
Yeah, they doing that. So that's only so far. And then of course they announced the ROH Death of Dishonor. Only so far it is Daniel Garcia versus Shibata, and then also Athena versus Willow Nightingale.
Yeah, and then they got Samoa Joe is either going to face Dalton Castle or Shane Taylor, depending on who wins their match this Thursday. Yeah, so it's dope, man. It's dope. We got some dope stuff. The finals for the Blind Eliminator tournament is this week on Dynamite. Of course, in addition to Blood and Guts, MJF and Adam Cole against Daniel Garcia and Sammy Guevara, and then the FTW title match, Jungle Boy.
Oh yeah,
again, yeah, Jack Perry versus Hook.
Yeah, so Jack Perry, Jungle Man, the FTW. I don't want to disrespect Taz's title. I'm gonna just say it like that. I don't want to disrespect his title of what I had to say because I almost said something. But I like Taz, so I'm not gonna disrespect your title, okay?
Listen, I like Taz. I like Hook. I like Jack Perry. That title is, if they're not going to sanction it and make it a real title, please do something else. Like
hang it on the wall or something, okay? Just put it in a museum, okay?
Because like, what is the prestige of it? Like, other than like, I make the rules and like, it's not even like FTW rules matches. But it's all good.
Not
though.
the
It's all good.
24/7 title.
I wouldn't do it that much because they don't got, you know what I'm saying, 17 people chasing this man in a circle.
What happened to the 24/7 title?
Nikki Cross dropped it in the trash. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Because Triple H took over and he didn't want that shit.
Bring
that
back
was the first thing he did.
match. Bring back the hardcore title.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they couldn't do it because, you know, PG.
TV, PG-13.
Yeah. Jack Perry beats Hook. That's my bold prediction. Takes the title. And Anna Jay, put them together. Somebody said.
They stole our idea. They heard us.
Yeah, for sure. Somebody said put Jack Perry with Anna Jay and Nick Camarado as his heater. I said, you know what? We haven't seen him in a while.
Right.
I wouldn't be opposed to
be
that.
Christian.
I wouldn't be opposed to that. I need people to make sense of your daddy ain't shit, and I'm gonna go kick it with you again. I fuck your mama. Like I need people to make sense of that before I'm rolling with Jack Perry going back and linking up with Christian. I need somebody to make sense of that for me.
But Christian is still the TNT champ, like he said. It's my belt. So but that's it for tonight, y'all. We got with Collision and all of that. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to Public Enemies. Make sure y'all watch the show on Wednesday. It's always after Dynamite. Make sure y'all tune in to ROH Death Before Dishonor. To please support the Black Women Business Part 3.
Yeah, 3. Yeah.
3. Make sure y'all support them because they've been doing their thing. Make sure y'all watch Collision and get your rest. Yeah. You wanted to say that. She said, have a good day. Hit my getaway music.
You've mentioned a couple names recently. Who were they?
Listen, man. They call me the problem, but you could call me the can man because anybody can get it. Africans, Americans, Dominicans,